and I are gonna head to Costco, see what they got going on, pick something up, and then spend the rest of the day cooking it. All right, let's go. In we go, girls. It's fight day, so I gotta make some food for the boys. Instead of traditional fight food like some queso or buffalo chicken dip, I'm gonna go ahead and make a meal. No sides, I'm a man, you're gonna get the meat and that's it. But we're gonna make chicken gyros. I went to Costco and we got boneless, skinless chicken thighs. First of all, Costco by far has the best deal on chicken. This entire package, 6 pounds of boneless chicken thighs is under $30. And actually this is more than 6 pounds. It's 9 pounds of boneless chicken thighs. The reason I like to do chicken thighs are because breasts tend to dry out and they're thicker. The thighs have some fat on them, they're nice and thin, and they will cook evenly. We're gonna take these thighs and we're gonna stack them up on this skewer, this al pastor tray, and we're gonna go ahead and smoke them. We're gonna let them cook. All the juice will drip on itself. It'll cook, it'll baste in the marinade, and then we'll slice it off. We'll make some gyros out of it. The first thing I need to do is get it out of this package. We'll get it into these Ziploc bags with a marinade. I don't have time to go get fresh herbs and do that whole thing. So I went ahead and got salad dressing. Greek salad dressing, Italian salad dressing will do just as well. We're gonna put in the bags, we'll let it sit. I'm probably not gonna cook these for 5 or 6 hours. The longer they sit, the better it is, but I've got 5 or 6 hours. We'll let it sit in here, then we'll take them out and we'll stack this bad boy up. Super easy, pretty straightforward. And then from there, I need to clean that grill because it's a disaster. I want it to be nice and clean so you get a good fire and everything cooks evenly. But let's go ahead and get these bags loaded up with salad dressing and the chicken thighs. We got our bag loaded up. We have dressing all over all of it. I'm gonna lay it in the fridge nice and flat like this. Every hour or so, I'll flip it over just to make sure every single side has all of the flavor and is absorbing whatever it can absorb in the next 5 hours or so. So now we gotta go clean that grill, and then from there, we should be good to go to get these on the skewer and then cooked. This thing right here is an absolute disaster. I cooked some poppers in there, didn't clean it up immediately, and now it is a hot mess. We gotta scrub the hell out of it, clean out all the ashes. I'll probably do a fresh burn just to cook everything off so that when we do cook our chicken, it's nice and clean and we don't get any weird popper smoke going on in there. Got it all cleaned up, vacuumed out inside, scrubbed it all down. Nice fresh lump charcoal. Look at the piece there. And we work our way down. All the soot is gone, all the dust is gone, all of the ashes are gone. So this bad boy is ready to go. We have a couple hours before it's time to put this chicken on, and I'll see you again in probably 4 or 5 hours. It is time to stack our chicken. This chicken that's been marinating for about 4 or 5 hours. We're gonna take it out of the bag and we're gonna stack it onto this skewer, into this pan, and this is going directly on the grill. As the outside pieces get cooked, we're gonna slice it off, and those pieces are good to go. Couple little tricks of the trade here. First of all, this is going to be on the grill, getting hot, cooking. Any juices that hit the bottom, we're gonna be heated up and they're gonna boil. It makes this thing a nightmare to clean. So we're gonna try to help ourselves out a little bit. We're gonna do 2 little tricks. One, some Pam on the bottom, some non-stick. Then I am still gonna throw a bit of foil over the top. I mean, there'll still be some cleanup here. This isn't gonna be perfect, but I'm telling you, without all of this, it's a real pain in the ass. A little more Pam, and now we're good to go here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice this onion. The onion is gonna be the base. This again helps for a little bit of cleanup, keeps that bottom chicken good to go, and as the onion cooks and some of those juices and the flavors burn off and cook up, that stuff's gonna come up and hit all that chicken along the way. So let's go ahead and cut the bottom off this thing. I don't know if you can hear my dog screaming in the background because they knew, oh, Angelo's about to hit record. Let's fight over God knows what for God knows what reason. It's just how that's gonna go. Come on, onion, there we go. So we will get a nice fat chunk here, peel off the useless bits, right down the middle, and this is good to go. I'm gonna cry. Now, we stack our chicken. I got that grill heating up to 350. The charcoal flavor, all of the flavors from the marinade, this onion flavor, all of that is gonna help this chicken be absolutely phenomenal. And try to keep these as centered as possible. It's okay if they're not, but anything that's like super lingering on the outside is just gonna burn up and be pretty useless. This is stacked. We do have some juices left in the bag. We can use some of this to marinate and baste, but keep in mind, this was sitting in raw chicken, so we can't like finish it with that because then we will all die of salmonella. So I'm just gonna throw the juice out. It's not worth keeping it. There's a ton of flavor here anyway. That grill is good at 350. We're gonna go ahead and get this on there and just let it cook, let it ride, periodically check the temperature. Has to be 165 internal. You can do 160, take it off, let it rest, but we're just gonna let it ride and then shave as we go. We're cruising at 350. We've got our chicken on, we've got it stacked. The heat comes from this side, so I will rotate this as time goes on. This will take over an hour, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. So we'll let this go, we'll check on it periodically, but we should be good here. This has been on there for about 2 hours. It is taking longer than I expected. So we're gonna help it along a little bit. We're gonna slice this off. We're gonna cut the outside, throw it in here, get it in the oven, and we're just gonna cover it and just let it come up to temp so that we can eat it. What we should have been doing this whole time is slicing the outside as we go, so every round has a little bit of crispy and deliciousness. But
do that with the knife?
Yes. Well, you're 2 feet away. The camera can't tell, but we should have been shaving as we go, but we're watching fights. We don't have that kind of time. So what I'm gonna do now is cut this into good sized pieces, throw them into this tray, and then get this into the oven. Yeah, that's what I just said. I'm gonna help it along. And then get it into the oven in the tray. It smells fantastic though.
Take a bite of it.
This one's done.
Take this bite right there.
The pink one?
It's all pink, man.
I mean, I'll be fine. Ooh, that's pink.
Ooh.
Well, that's why we're helping it along.
Oh my.
I'm not pretending this is done.
Just looking at that, just looks disgusting.
Okay, well, guess what? You don't need to eat it. You had chicken nuggets and a double cheeseburger.
You don't need to eat it. Hopefully this is just for the fucking show and tell.
Dude, some of these are raw.
Yeah. Fucking disgusting. How long was it in there?
2 hours.
How does that even make sense?
It's just a huge, thick, wide piece of meat. That onion's under here all nice and cooked. We are good to go. The tray is full. We're gonna wrap it in foil, throw it in the oven until it's done. This way we can make sure nobody's gonna die of salmonella poisoning before they get a gyro. The chicken is done. We did throw it in the oven to make sure nobody was gonna die of illness. Well, let's go ahead and build myself a gyro here. I'm a big tzatziki guy. So we're gonna load this up. What you can do with these pitas, a lot of people open them up and shove it in the middle. Not me. Not me. Lots of tzatziki. We're gonna layer on some tomatoes. I am gonna grab good chunks of the wet chicken, swimming in the juices. We're gonna finish with some lettuce and some feta crumbles. And we're Gucci, baby. There we go. Too much lettuce.
You sure that's cooked?
Oh, it's cooked.
Is that a one bite?
That's a good gyro.